But these apps are highly used.
I mean, people go out on the
today
apps,
they're
definitely.
like completely highly used. I was reading something about some of the best practices that people even go out of their way to take professional pictures for these apps. And one of the things that they were recommending was to use pictures of things you do in your like everyday life. Like if you like going fishing, to take a picture.
That's the third
fishing,
picture.
and like
That's
or
the third
if
picture.
You know, if you have a hobby of something.
That's the third picture. In fact, I wanted an athletic guy.
Because the picture almost tells a story too.
Yeah. But I lied on my pictures. A little.
Okay.
I mean, I wanted an athletic guy. So.
And your husband's athletic.
And he used to be a professional baseball player, yeah. I wanted an athletic guy. So I, took out the bicycle that I never ride. And like posed with the bike like by the Hudson River or something, like one of the bikeways, the bike paths. But that's what I wanted to try. I mean, I'm athletic enough, but it's not like I ride my bike all the time. But that's another thing is to find to show your hobby. I wouldn't do animals on the first. I don't think I would do animals at all in pictures personally.
Why is that?
It just looks kind of weird, especially if your first picture is like of you with your cat or you with your dog. It just, I don't know.
But aren't you also like telling the person like I have a cat, like I'm an animal lover?
Yeah, maybe make it your third picture, but not like your first picture.
How many pictures do you think one should have on their profile?
I'd say 3 to 5.
Okay.
I would have definitely. I mean, you can have 2, but 3 to 5 is always good. I'd have your face first, smiling, straight on, no shadows, no sunglasses, no hats.
And like, what information would you put on a profile? Well,
I did.
How much information do you give out during, or should one give?
Well, I tell my clients not to, you don't have to say, even if you are looking for a long-term relationship, even if that other person is looking for a long-term relationship, sometimes it scares people totally away.
Oh, I agree, yeah.
So I never put anything like that. And I would be careful with the words like love. I love to go skiing. I love, like, just kind of, because for some reason people associate, oh, this is like a love thing. I mean, they just approach it very like pragmatically, and then I would have like keywords, because people do look up sometimes the keywords. So if you do like to hike, where do you like to hike? If you like to go to the beach, what beach do you like to go to? Sometimes those words can match people up too.
Got it, okay.
So,
I mean, I would assume you want to create like an authentic profile.
Definitely.
That really highlights parts of your personality
Definitely.
and interests. But also be keen of how much information you're really putting out there, because you said things can be taken out of context.
Right. Like sometimes people try to be really funny and show their sense of humor, but when you read it, it sounds like they're a jerk or it's really sarcastic. So you have to be really careful kind of what you say. You can still have a lot of humor. Don't write too long of a profile. Don't write too much. Don't write too little. Just enough that they kind of know who you are, or what kind of lifestyle you have, where you are. And also, you can sometimes change your zip code. Like, if you're traveling, you can also, if you go somewhere for a few weeks or a month or something, then you can also put the zip code in of that place, so that you can meet people all the time, even if you're traveling. Because you never know, the love of your life might be in 3,000 miles away. You don't know.
True. I mean, I don't believe in like starting anything with someone long distance.
Well, you never know. They can have a home in New York City. They can have another.
Yes,
apartment.
I just think that that's also a sign of unavailability. One who's emotionally available. I've seen people get involved with people who they were available because they were distant.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
That's true.
So it's like a safety net.
Yeah. Well, they also had to kind of go slow because it's far away. You know what I mean? Which I think is good. That's another thing about dating. I think people go too fast.
So you believe the pace matters.
Definitely.
I'd agree with you there. Yeah.
I think, and that's where the old school dating
Exactly,
or
yeah.
old fashioned dating. I think. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of the long lasting partnerships, not all of them. Some of them are hot and heavy right away,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of them start
There's-
out slow. Like I know a lot of women who said, that are happily married, and they've said things like. Oh yeah, he liked me for so long, and I didn't like him, and then now I'm married to him, right? So it's that whole like going slow, not jumping into bed right away. That's what I find a lot of people do, both heterosexual and homosexual relationships. They sleep together and
Way too soon.
way too soon, like the first, second, or third date. And sometimes those relationships work out, but you don't really get to know anybody. And then, that person's thinking, wow, they slept with me right away. They must be a little slutty. And then you're thinking, wow, they slept with me right away. They must be, so you're not even thinking of that person correctly,
Yeah,
like you're judging that person.
I agree to an extent. I don't think that there's a hardcore rule because I have some friends who did sleep with their partners right away and it worked out for them.
Right.
But I do think that, yes, there is that argument that, don't give the milk away too soon.
Right. Get to know them a little bit, or let them get to know you a little bit.
No, I agree. I think that a lot of people rush things way too fast.
Yeah.
And it really allows, I think, an opportunity to just, get to know someone. Thank you for watching the clip. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also stay tuned for more In the Cann with Carmella Cann.